Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your March 2021 reading. I'm so excited you are here. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for joining me. If you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. I absolutely love and appreciate every single comment, all of your likes, any shares. Every time you hit that bell or that subscription button, you know, I appreciate and I feel your energy. So thank you so much for that. All right, so March 2021, well, February 26th, 27th, there is a full moon in Virgo. And I really thought, you know, it's kind of interesting that this month of March is starting as February is finishing on this full moon. So I went to the Moonology Oracle deck and I wanted to look up the teaching from the book in the Moonology deck. And this is what it says. It says the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home and office. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also time to clear out your energies via salt baths, meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. And I just thought, oh, I also want to read this, the Attuned to the Moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. And I thought that was a beautiful way really to be starting this month of March. So as we get into each reading, I just wanted to, you know, keep in mind that as we are embracing this new month of March, we are ending February with this beautiful full moon in Virgo. All right, Aquarius, let's get into your reading. All right, so this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Maybe you just have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Maybe you're a cross watcher, I don't know. But if you find resonation with this video, I was meant to find you. Keep in mind, it is a general reading, so not all of you are going to find resonation within it. If you don't, maybe check out another sign within your natal chart. Maybe you're just really connecting to a different sign within your chart at this time. That does happen. So, all right, let's get into this. We're gonna do one more shuffle here. I do apologize. You will probably hear my dog snoring in the background. He is literally on the couch behind me and he snores like a bandsaw. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, Aquarius. I literally started doing a shuffle for your cards. Hold on, sorry. And even in your pre-shuffle, I started coughing, like hardcore coughing. And I've not had a tickle in my throat all day. And you guys are my fourth reading today. And so I don't know where that's coming from, but maybe you got something to say to somebody here, Aquarius, and you haven't yet. Or you're choking on your words or something. I don't know what's going on, but whew, I'm choking on it. Could also be the Smarties that I had. I feel like maybe they're causing some of this too. All right, so this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. What is the overall energy going forward from this full moon in Virgo? Four of Earth, Four of Pentacles. That is a beautiful overall energy. To me, that is very much finding your worth, really being solid and sure, really coming to terms with that kind of worthiness of self. I really like it. Heart of the matter here for going into March. What is the heart of the matter, Spirit, that you would like to talk with Aquarius about here? Ten of Swords, letting something go. Okay, so, you know, we have this overall energy of knowing your worth. We have the heart of the matter, cutting something go. Ten of Swords is about cutting toxicity out of your life. Getting rid of what is not going to serve you. And which is funny because that full moon in Virgo, that's very much the energy of that full moon in Virgo, right? It is about getting rid of the shit that isn't going to serve you going forward. All right, what is Aquarius afraid of here? What's Aquarius afraid of with this Ten of Swords? Did you flip? You didn't flip. What is Aquarius afraid of here? Queen of Fire. All right. Recent past influence or recent past energy that is supporting this Ten of Swords. What is the recent past energy here that is supporting this Ten of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Cups. Lots of opportunities. What is the recent past energy that is challenging? No, we're not taking all those. That's like 10. Recent past energy that is what the? Oh my goodness. I swear all 10 of those just fell all over the floor here. the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Fool. Okay, well, we're just going to put those down here because clearly they all needed to come out. I don't even know in which way you want these. Okay, well, that's some challenging energy there. All right. All right, what does Aquarius promise themselves? Page of Air. Potential outcome here for Aquarius. Messenger of Earth. Beautiful. All right, we have, look at this. We have the Page of Earth on the bottom of the deck. There's new cycles beginning. The pages are all about new beginnings. And the Page of Earth is somebody who, you know, maybe not necessarily taking steps right now, but very open to new opportunities, new tangible cycles, new things starting to take place. We have the Wheel of Fortune behind that with the Two of Earth even behind that. For some of you, this is going to be very much work related. It could be some sort of new entrepreneurial job that you're starting, some sort of passion project. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, and I feel like there is a change within the tides, my friends. Something is shifting within the worlds that is beginning new cycles for you here. Okay, so Four of Earth, let's start there. Let's clarify this Four of Earth. Four of Pentacles, overall energy. Clarify this Four of Pentacles for us, please, Spirit. The overall energy. What is this Four of? Thank you. Wow, we have the Three of Wands and the Empress. Look at that. You know, as a current overall energy, Four of Pentacles, as I was saying, fours are about foundations. Fours are about building sturdy foundations for self. Four of Pentacles is about building that solid foundation within your own worth. Okay? What you are worthy of. What Aquarius stands for, you know, what does that foundation look like? And I love that it was clarified here by the Three of Wands and the Empress, because this is like the energy of, okay, you know your worth, you know what you stand for, you know the foundations in which you are building. Walk, you know, does it align with the higher road that you are walking? And I feel that that's the foundations really that you are building. They are on this higher level. You know, I feel like what you are manifesting, what you are co-creating, what you are bringing to life here is a much higher vibration, I feel, than maybe what you would have even in the past. You know, I feel like as you find and build this sturdiness within inside of self, you know, this steady foundation, this wholeness, this worthiness of self, you are really opening yourself up to this journey, and not only to the journey, not only to that new kind of higher vibration, but also to the manifesting energies, right? Also to the co-creating here. I really like that. The heart of the matter, interesting enough, was this Ten of Swords. What are you getting rid of here, Aquarius? What is Aquarius getting rid of here? Why so many? Why? Wow, we have the Knight of Wands, the Tower, and the Four of Swords, which is also the Four of Swords I find to be a very Aquarian kind of energy. The Knight of Wands and the Tower, though, look, what you had to cut and get rid of was any sort of structured, limiting belief that wasn't going to authentically serve you. I feel, Aquarius, that you have really found this spark, this passion, this light within inside of self. And so if it wasn't going to serve that passion, that spark, that light within inside of self, it didn't have a place in your life. You know, it doesn't have a place in your life. You're removing it. Okay, that's what this Ten of Swords is, the heart of the matter is here. You are removing it. Now, what do you remove and what do you keep? That's where this Four of Swords energy comes in, because it is about reflection. And you can see here, like, she actually looks like she's a little banged up and she's dirty and stuff, but she's sleeping in this nest, and can you see her smile? She's content. Okay, she is at peace. Because when you cut the toxic shit out of your life, you'd be shocked how peaceful it is. You really would be. You know, this is so much about embracing this level of authenticity, embracing this fire, embracing this passion, embracing this steadiness within inside of self. Really acknowledging that towers that aren't going to serve you, structures, foundations, limited beliefs, whatever they are, that aren't going to serve you. Maybe it's relationships, okay? And again, doesn't have to be just romantic relationships. But whatever these structures are, they need to come down. They are not serving you going forward. Okay, there's no room for them in your level of authenticity. And I feel like that is very much this heart of the matter. Now, isn't it interesting that the heart of the matter was clarified by this Knight of Wands, and yet what you are afraid of is the Queen of Wands. Is that divine feminine energy of that power, of that light, of that passion, of that flame. It's the divine feminine energy of self here that you're afraid to express, you know, and maybe that's why it's so important that you cut that 10 of air, that you release yourself from that tower, because maybe it is those structures of the tower that is limiting you to not find or see that full potential, that full capacity within inside of self to really come forward and be bright, to really illuminate all things around you. Which way do you want to go? Which way do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? Why is this Queen of Fire what Aquarius is afraid of? Page of Swords. Wow, the Page of Swords is out here twice already. Okay, Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, because what I feel that you're afraid of is there's some sort of beginning stage here with this energy of the Page of Swords. That's like the observer energy, okay? There's some sort of something new that you are learning here, and it could even be this level of authenticity. It could even be how you are learning to show up authentically to self here, you know? You've been, maybe in the past, have been stuck always feeling like you were on the outside. Okay, like there wasn't enough for you. Maybe there's just been situations in the past. They could be work related, they could be relationships, whatever the case may be. But the Five of Pentacles energy is despairing. Okay, it's being left out in the cold. It's feeling down on your luck. It's feeling like, you know, nobody even gives two shits. Okay, that's that Five of Pentacles energy. But look here how much you are learning to overcome that. You know, and maybe the fear is here that you're in a good space and you're like, okay, I don't want to do something new because I'm in a good space and I don't want to end back up in that Five of Pentacles energy. I don't want something to change and then me be in a Five of Pentacles energy, me feel, you know, lonely or whatever on the outside. Like I don't really want that. Okay, I'm not looking for that kind of shutdown again. So maybe that could be the energy here in which you're really feeling afraid of. You know, and this Queen of Fire, I mean, this is just about embracing that divine feminine guidance within inside of self, that intuitive, passionate side within your energies, right? And it's almost like that Queen of Fire energy within you is really like opening up to learning and maybe understanding new ways to express her authenticity, okay? What was supporting you in the past was the Seven of Cups. Now that's a very interesting energy because the Seven of Cups are a whole bunch of different opportunities before you. The Seven of Cups can also be the energy of indecision, right? Where you weren't deciding one way or another which cup you wanted to choose. I do feel like, as this is an energy that supports you, it is the energy of having a lot of options before you. How is the Seven of Cups supporting Aquarius? We are not taking that many cards today, Spirit. One or two, please. I tell you guys, they literally just throw cards at me. Like, I get so sassy sometimes, and my spirit guides are like, girl, you can be sassy, but I can be twice as sassy. All right, so we're taking 4 cards because that's what Spirit says. Now, how the Seven of Cups is challenging you. Well, look at that. We have the Nine of Swords, and this is that mental fuckery. This is that headspace that we can find ourselves in when we're unable to sleep, when we're caught up and stuck on the worries and the fears and the anxieties that circle in our lives. Absolutely. We have the 10 of Pentacles after that, because I do feel like you were working towards happiness. You want this family, you want this ever after, you know, you want this fortune, you want this abundance, you probably maybe even want the dog, who knows. But you've felt very trapped. Something was very much limiting you. Something was keeping you very stuck. There was some sort, and look, I love the depiction of this card because I love that it's her reflection that is tied up. And she's just like sitting here free. She just needs to get up and walk away from the mirror. You know, and I feel like what is supporting you here is there is a little bit of change within that. I feel like you really started to you know, with all of these options before you, I think you really probably started pulling apart, okay, that cup makes me feel like this. The other cup makes me feel like this. Another cup makes me feel trapped, makes me feel stuck, right? And it was kind of like that you were able to maybe see the opportunities before you with a more open mindset. The Page of Cups here, you know, I do feel like you freed yourself. You know, I do feel like you've really opened yourself up, Aquarius, here. to some sort of new emotional beginning. Maybe it is new relationships, maybe it's new projects, something though that is filling you, that something though that is really, filling you with a new sense of happiness. You know, Page of Cups is all about that like ooh feeling when there's something like new in your circle, right? That you're kind of like, yeah, okay, that sparks my interest, that sparks my emotional, desires. For sure. I do feel like this past energy that's supporting you, as much as it has these challenging attributes with the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, it is to me very much where you just like kind of pulled it all apart and really looked at each of those different opportunities for what they were, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's not what I want. That's more a lot along the lines of what I want. And I think you just kind of got crystal clear on that. So what was challenging you though, Aquarius? And here is the line of cards, because Spirit had a lot to say. So what was challenging you in this past energy? Well, here we have the Fool, taking that leap of faith, beginning this new cycle. And it's interesting because the Nine of Pentacles comes after this. And this was about finding the fulfillment within inside your own energy, being very much accountable for that energy in which you put out, but it is also very much addressing the energy in which you are creating within your own energy field. We have the Three of Swords after that. There was heartbreak here. There was something, whether it's just recently or it's in the past, but there was some sort of heartbreak here that made you feel rejected, that made you feel on the outside, that probably broke your heart, set you back a little bit. Maybe you had to, do some healing or whatever, but that heartbreak or that fear of that heartbreak has been a challenge for you now moving forward. We also have the High Priestess. And to me, Aquarius, this High Priestess energy is where you are ignoring your intuition. And I think that's silly. As an energy here that was really challenging you, this is like that whole line of like, dude, this is your leap of faith. Embrace your own fulfillment, embrace your own happiness, let yourself go from the pain, see beyond the veils, open yourself up, see what is here for you. And I think that was just very challenging for you. I do. Why was the Fool challenging here for the Aquarius? Yeah, Fool was challenging because it came with this death and rebirth process. And that kind of process alone is a challenging process to go through, right? To release yourself from the old structures of the old, to embrace and take that leap of faith in the Fool energy. Absolutely. How is that not challenging? Why is the Nine of Earth challenging here? Why is the Nine of Earth challenging here for the Aquarius? Yeah, look, because it took the faith. Right? It took the balance, it took the flexibility. I love the Two of Pentacles energy because it is about being work related, but it's also about being spiritual. Practical and spirituality, go hand in hand. They should, right? And this is that energy. I feel like this is really the accountability for being flexible within your own energy, the accountability for not only going at things work related and practically, but also allowing yourself to find the faith, right? To really have that faith that if you put the work in to address such energies, the universe was going to meet you halfway and do the rest of that co-creating and that work with you. And I think that was a very challenging thing for you just to find. And it's not necessarily that it was an independent thing. I feel like you're very independent, Aquarius, and sometimes I feel like you've even been independent because you didn't have any other option. And this was about just finding the faith and the balance and the flexibility, the happiness, the contentment within your own energy, within your own space. Okay, let's see why this Three of Swords. Why was this Three of Swords challenging you? Because it's heartbreak, and heartbreak challenges us all because it's bullshit. Yeah, devil. Look at that. That's exactly what it is, right? It's low vibration energy. Of course, it's hard to get over. It's very attaching, and sometimes we can be attached to the heartbreak of the past. We can be attached to the idea that, who or whatever we thought was going to be for us just didn't work out, whatever that is. It's just a very low vibration kind of energy. Very challenging to overcome, very challenging to move back, because like you can see, this poor guy at the bottom here, nothing but a puppet to those low vibration strings. And we honestly, if we're not accountable for that energy, we are nothing but a puppet to the devil's games. High Priestess. Why was this? Yeah, High Priestess gets the Emperor. Wow. because the High Priestess was about looking beyond the veil. The High Priestess was really listening to the intuition, connecting here on a very divine kind of level, you know, and the Emperor here being very crystal clear, being very sure of self, taking the reins, taking control. You know, and sometimes that's a very hard energy to be in, because in order to be the emperor of our own world, it requires that massive amount of leveling up, you know, being accountable for our energies, you know, not necessarily even leveling up, but just being very accountable, being very real to the energies in which we're putting out. And when it clarifies this High Priestess, it's like, okay, your intuition was telling you one thing, and the challenge was actually to like, know that, well, my intuition said it, so that's the action steps that I'm going to make, right? What you promise yourself. I loved this Page of Air, because I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. Here's that Page of Swords. Here's that card came out twice, right? Come here, Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords. That's what you're promising yourself, that you are staying open here. As much as that's what you're afraid of, it's what you're promising yourself to continue to do, to continue to open yourself, to continue to keep learning these new patterns, learning these new behaviors, putting these new beliefs into your actual daily structures, right? Yeah, you're promising here to be open to the cups of opportunity. You're not going to block those cups out anymore. Now you're being open to the opportunities, open to the blessings. You know, and with the Magician here, it's almost even like you're being open to that power within inside of self. You're really, I feel like you're really uncovering that the level of magician energy that is within inside of you. I feel like that's what part of this Page of Swords is. It is this learning curve of how to embrace those powerful magician energies within inside of self, you know? But it is very much like, in order to receive blessings, in order to receive the gifts, we have to be open to receive them, okay? If we refuse to take the blessings, actually, you know the story that actually is just coming to my mind right now. Remember that, it's like a, I don't know, I don't even know where I heard it, but there was this old guy, or there was this guy, and there was a flood all around him, and he climbed to his roof and he said, prayed to God, and he said, God, save me. And so anyway, all of a sudden this rescuer came along and they said, here, I'll save you, blah, blah, blah. And the guy said, no, 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 God's going to save me. And then, so they left. And then another rescuer came and he denied them too. He said, no, 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 God's going to save me. So anyway, that happened a couple times. Well, anyway, eventually the guy drowns and dies. And so here he is standing at the pearly gates and he's chit-chatting with God. And he's like, God, like, I believed you. Like, I knew you were going to save me. Why wouldn't you save me? Like, I had so much faith in you. And God was like, dude, I sent how many rescuers there to save you? You did not accept them. And that is very much what I feel this, that's so weird that I just thought that story. But anyway, that is very much what I feel this Ace of Cups is. The Lord is like, hey man, this cup is for you. It is the cup that you have been working on. It is the cup that you have been praying for. But if you are going to want it, you are going to have to be open to receiving it. You know? You have to be open to receiving those blessings. And I feel what you're promising yourself here. I love this angel because look at how open she is, right? She's open to all the new information. She's open to all the new things, okay? Well, not all the new things, but the new things that are for her, the new things that the divine is saying these are for you. Potential outcome, keep in mind, free will changes this, but as an energy here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about continuing to show up. Put one foot in front of the other, okay? Be dedicated to the change of self. Wow, okay, we got the Strength, we have the Fool. There's that Fool energy that came out in the challenge. And then we have the King of Swords, your divine masculine energy here. Look at this. You know, this Messenger of Earth, that's the Knight of Pentacles, and that is an energy that continues to show up, that continues to take steps, that continues to put one foot in front of the other, very determined to the direction and the path in which they want to go. They have this kind of inward strength, okay? I love this Strength card. And this is not about being noisy. This is not about being loud. This is about being so strong and confident within their inner power that they know they can go forward. They know that they are on this journey, this path. Look, you're not afraid to begin this energy of the Fool, where it was a challenge in the past with this death and rebirth. Here it is as your potential outcome, saying take the leap of faith. Embrace the strength within inside of self and take the leap of faith. Be crystal clear. Okay, this is, and you know, as this masculine energy here, within this King of Swords, it's such like he's so solid, guys. He's so solid in himself, so very handsome too, but very solid within his own understanding, his own thinking, his own reasoning. He gets it. He knows why he's going that direction. He's thought it all through, right? He knows why this energy of the Fool is going to benefit him. Okay? He knows the strength within inside of self, and he is determined and committed to showing up and continuing to put those steps in. What a beautiful energy. Don't be afraid, Aquarius. Take the leap of faith. All right, let us pull a spirit animal oracle here. Spirit animal oracle here for the Aquariuses, going forward from this full moon in Virgo. All right. Aquarius, well, okay. Be spirit. Isn't that cute? Which is really interesting because I've seen a lot of honeycombs lately. I really have. I know that seems really weird, but in a lot of pictures and a lot of things that I've seen on, like, the honeycomb keeps coming out, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that means. Bee Spirit, sweet results await. The Bee Spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you are willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connecting energy of all things. Bee Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles, magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in an inquisitive harmony with all. Bee Spirit asks that you focus on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psychic experience your body, heart, soul, and psychic experience total interconnectedness and true integration when you self-forget. When you remember that you are part of the greater unified consciousness, moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential, you become as busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of the bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of self, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly as quickly as the hive supports you in the making of the honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms, adding their energy to your creation? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. The Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership of this conscious universe is being rewarded even if you can't see it yet, and asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, that force that brings forth all sweet and delightful. Wow, that was a big one. All right, Aquarius. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps my channel grow. Also, if you found resonation with this message, be sure to drop a yellow heart or a sunflower in the comment section. At the end of every month, I will be pulling, I will be taking all of those comments with yellow hearts or sunflowers, and I'll be doing a free draw for a personal read. Okay, Aquarius, until next time, take great care of your beautiful soul. Bye now.